Hi everyone, thank you for watching and welcome to today's video. So today we are going to be testing out this new foundation trick that I've been seeing go around here on YouTube, and it made me really intrigued to try it out. So as you can tell by the title, we are going to be testing out putting on powder before foundation, which goes against everything we've ever been taught as like makeup lovers. It's always put powder over your liquid products. So this is definitely something very different, but this is going to be really good for people with oily skin and texture and pores. It's supposed to make your foundation last longer. It's supposed to make it more full coverage. It's supposed to blur the pores, any texture on the skin. So it sounds like an awesome hack for foundation. I've seen people do it two different ways, applying the powder with a beauty sponge or a brush. So what I thought I would do today was do half of my face with a damp beauty blender as far as applying the powder and the foundation, and then the other half applying it with a brush, the powder and the foundation with a brush, just to see if there's any difference whatsoever. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to prime my skin. So I'm going to be using two primers today all over my face, and I'm first going to prime with the Smashbox primer water, and then I'm going to go in with this CoverFX Mattifying Anti-Acne Treatment Primer. I just got this about a week ago and I've been really enjoying it. Just a gel primer, and it's supposed to mattify the skin. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've already primed my skin, it's sunken in and all that good stuff. So now it is time to apply the powder, and all the videos I've seen, they always recommend using a loose powder. It could be translucent, and the original video I believe was by Wayne Goss, and he said you could actually use a loose powder that had color in it. So it just depends, but everybody I've seen uses a translucent. So I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Definitely my favorite powder of like all time. So let's just start with the brush. I honestly don't know how much to use. So for my left side, I'm going to be using the brush today. So I do have obviously very problematic skin. I have large pores, I have texture, I have acne scarring, so you know, all that good stuff. And I just really was thinking that this would be a really good technique to try if you do have problematic skin and pores and texture and all that good stuff, because that's really what it's geared towards. So now I'm just obviously going in with my damp beauty blender and just patting this into the skin. This is supposed to add just like a little light layer of coverage and also help make you not use as much foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with foundation now. I'm using the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible in the shade 105. As far as it like applying, I don't feel like it's really applying any differently than it normally does. I mean, it's definitely giving some good coverage right away, which I thoroughly enjoy because I love full coverage. I feel like I need it personally. Do I feel like it's more full coverage? A little bit, but always with the brush, I feel like you get better coverage than with a damp beauty sponge. Blending out really nicely. I have this lovely pimple right here that decided to pop up a few days ago, and I'm really trying not to pick at my skin. So I'm trying to be good and just let it run its course. I can deal with one pimple, like I can just let it go. I feel like that gave really nice coverage. I feel like my skin looks pretty darn good right now. So let's just see how it does with the beauty blender. So this is with just the foundation on, and I feel like my skin does look really nice and smooth and clean. I feel like the foundation, even though it is a very matte foundation, still went on just like a little bit more matte. I feel like it did go on like a little bit more full coverage, especially with the brush, but like I said, you always get a little bit more coverage from the start with the brush. But I do love the way the beauty blender applies it and blends it out. It just takes a little bit more product with the beauty blender. But all in all, I think that my skin looks really good right now. Let me like zoom you guys in so you can see. So this is my skin with just the foundation on, well, primer powder, and then foundation. And now I look naked, oh my god. But all in all, I honestly think that my skin looks really nice. Oh, I missed some on my nose there. I feel like the texture is kind of smoothed out a little bit and the pores look smaller. This might be a good trick. I don't know. I really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come show you guys the finished result and let you know how stuff blended over top and all that good stuff. So I will see you guys in a second. So I just finished off the rest of my makeup. I honestly feel like my skin does look so much more like airbrushed and flawless as opposed to applying foundation how I normally do without putting powder before it. Do I think that I will do this every time I do my makeup? Probably not. I don't feel like it's anything extra on my skin. Like, my skin feels very normal and light as it normally does when I use that foundation. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't look cakey. Like, honestly, it just looks like my normal skin with makeup on, obviously. But all in all, I honestly do feel like that hack works, and I will definitely let you guys know how it holds up throughout the day down in the description box to let you know if it breaks up or if I get more oily or if it keeps me more matte throughout the day. With this foundation, I typically do get a very long wear out of it, and it definitely keeps you matte for a long time as opposed to any other foundation that I own. But doing the powder first, I definitely want to see if it's going to help me stay more matte for longer, which would be awesome, especially in these warmer months. Let me know if you've tried this hack out, that's what I'm calling it, but foundation trick, whatever you want to call it. Let me know if you've tried it out down in the comments below, or if you want to try it out, all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if there's any other makeup tricks or hacks that you guys want me to try out, please leave it down in the comments below. I've got a couple others that I'm thinking about wanting to try out, but if there's any one specific one or a couple, just leave it down there and I will be happy to test that out for you guys. So that is it. I love you guys. Thank you for watching once again, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.